Welcome to sixth grade reading. We're looking at pages 291 to 299 in your Of America 2 book, but also you have a Reading Comprehension skill sheet 42, your very last one. So go ahead and pause the video, go take that. And then when you come back, we're going to look at your vocab list and your reading. Hope you did well on that reading quiz. Hope you took your time. I know it is timed, but taking your time to read carefully. Most of you usually have extra time at the end of that, so just hope you did well and finished well with that. Let's take a look at your vocab list 34. We're going to say these together, all right? Inclinations, preferences, inclinations. Stint, time spent doing a job, stint. Resignedly, with an attitude of submission, resignedly. Ventilator, a device that allows air to circulate, ventilator. Pert, lively, pert. Apprehensive, uneasy, apprehensive. Autopsy, the medical examination of a dead body to determine the cause of death, autopsy. Condolences, expressions of sympathy, condolences. Squandered, wasted, squandered. Sinister, evil, sinister. All right, we'll look at those one more time at the end of the lesson, but I'm going to get you started. Look at this. So first of all, you're going to finish, there's 2 pages left about Janie and her friend Lupe. And then sadly, because we're not together, we can't read it together. This is a play that they have, so it's sad that we don't get to read it together and we don't get to partake of that. I was looking forward to the next one, and but we're only reading to page 299. So just read to the very bottom of it. If you have someone there that can read with you, it's more fun to read these things together and to, either if you've got more than one person and you can divide up the parts, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts in it. So if you have like 3 people, give them each 2 parts and give 2 of them an extra part, or if you just have 2, just read like every other and do it that way. So I'll get you started. I'll read a little bit of where we left off. Yes, I know, returned Mr. Larkin. Her father told me this morning when I went over there. Does he know we're living in his house? Queried Janie. As far as I know, he doesn't. They were on the way back to the shack now. Janie closed the gate, then ran to catch up with her father, who had gone on ahead with the brimming bucket. Suppose he won't let us stay when he finds out. What will we do then? She asked, a strange fear all at once seizing her. Suppose they should have to go away tomorrow or next day. She might never see Lupe again. Mr. Larkin stopped and looked over her head to the west and thought a moment before replying. Janie searched his face anxiously. He'd probably let us stay if we paid him something every month. I'd rather do that than move to the cotton camp. We'd have to pay rent there anyway, and we're better off by ourselves, Janie, even if we have to do without some things in order to stay that way. All right, I'll let you finish that story. And then the Adventures of the Speckled Band is what you're going to be reading. So I'm going to give you the introduction to it. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle is the British inventor of Sherlock Holmes, probably the world's best known detective. Holmes always solves his crimes by reason and observation. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle wrote 56 short stories and 4 novels, all starring Sherlock Holmes. You've probably heard of him. And so this story is about him, and it's an adapted story. Jerry Silva adapted it so that it would be a little bit easier for you guys to understand. Sometimes those stories, the older stories, especially like Shakespeare, are a little harder to understand. So anyway, so we're gonna finish the story. We will finish it on Friday. So, but go ahead and do your reading. Before I let you go, I almost forgot. I'm going to give you the definition like I would normally do, because this is vocab quiz is Thursday. So I would normally on Thursday, when it's Friday, quiz you on these. So I'm going to quiz you today because we don't have a lesson tomorrow because you're taking your last Adventure and Greatness quiz, and then Thursday you'll take your final vocab quiz, and Friday we'll finish reading the book, okay? All right, so what word means uneasy? Uneasy. Apprehensive. Good job, apprehensive. Time spent doing a job is known as stint. Stint. Wasted. Wasted. Squandered. Very good, squandered. A device that allows air to circulate is called a ventilator. Ventilator. The medical examination of a dead body to find the cause of death. Autopsy. An autopsy. Preferences. What word means preferences? Inclinations. Very good. Lively. What word means lively? Pert. Pert. What about expressions of sympathy? Condolences. Very good. With an attitude of submission is what? Resignedly. And then evil, sinister. That word just sounds evil. I think, I don't know about you guys, but I think it sounds evil. So anyway, so just make sure to study those and read those pages, and we will see you in the next lesson.